Lions are the only big cats that form prides and enjoy group life. Nuzzling and licking is a way of exchanging scent and binding families together. Learning starts within minutes of birth. Play forms a crucial part of the learning program, building muscular strength and physical coordination for the hunt. And as we've seen, here in the Delta there's an even more critical aspect to learning: knowing how to cope with your home being flooded year on year. In this incredible and unique display of behavior from Sadhu's cubs, we're seeing for the first time just how comfortable these lions have become in the water. Comfortable enough even to play in it. Being this relaxed at such a young age will stand Tembe and Tombo in good stead for becoming successful hunters in the water. Only 20,000 years ago, a mere blink of the eye in terms of the Earth's history, this whole area was permanently underwater. Currently, the majority of lions only have to cope with their home being flooded for a few months of each year. This is bad enough. If it were ever to return to a state of permanent deep flood, life for the Okavango lions would take a dramatic turn for the worse. Unable to adapt fully to an aquatic way of life, the lions would have to flee the delta and be forced into conflict with lions in neighboring areas. As the flood season draws to an end for another year, the Machaba pride is showing the signs of fatigue, but still they press on in search of food. All across the delta, lions are working hard to stay alive in spite of the floods. To really thrive in the Okavango, you need to make the water work for you. Lechwe have evolved to be more comfortable in the water than out of it. Staying in the water, away from the edge, is a good tactic for evading your oppressors. Most of the time. Like the Lechwe, Sadhu has also learned how to turn the water to her advantage. Perhaps being on her own with two cubs to raise has turned her into a different kind of hunter. For the other lions, making kills in the water still seems to be opportunistic. But Sadhu is a class apart. Her kills seem to be almost premeditated. This time, her victims are a female lechwe and its calf. Sadhu follows them through the water. She's trained herself to swim almost silently, vital if she's going to stand a chance of getting close enough to guarantee a kill. She knows that once she commits to the sprint, she'll be massively handicapped. In water, lechwe are much faster than she is. To close the gap, she needs to play a patient game. On the other side of the study area, close to lion camp, the winterbacks are with the central pride. 2 of the lionesses gave birth to cubs a few weeks ago. With any luck, the youngsters will be swimming off this island with their mothers in a few weeks' time. But in the Okavango, there are no guarantees.
I think the water's biggest effect is on the survival rate of the cubs. If we think that it's very difficult for us, we can imagine what it's like for the lions, having to swim through these floodplains, to hunt and to raise their cubs and just to live in this wetland environment. When the females are breeding and they give birth to cubs during the time of high floods, the lioness have to spend more time looking for prey than she would when the floods are not here. We've had lionesses that had to spend so much time away from the cubs to get food that all the cubs died. They're just so vulnerable if the lionesses leave them on an island.
As Christiane and Hanley have learned, taking the rough with the smooth is all part of living in this remarkable place.
To live out here is amazing. It's really beautiful. Sometimes it's frustrating, but even with all the frustrations that we might have here, we wouldn't want to trade living here with living anywhere else in the world.